Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is DaBoki and welcome to another Maple Monday. It is September 10th, 2012. Glorious Monday it is. Actually, it kind of sucks because school is starting again, but anyways, not due to school but MapleStory. So I hope you guys will have a great week. Another great week we are starting. This past week in MapleStory, a lot of stuff has happened. Well, the Mihail class just came out, so a lot of you Dawn Warriors are running around, throwing swords everywhere, making a whole bunch of mischief and commotion, and apparently the class is really fun to play when you get into later jobs, so I hope you guys are enjoying it. I got mine to level 30. I don't know if you guys seen my Mihail intro video, but if you guys haven't, check it out. You guys can go ahead and see the intro of the Mihail, and then we'll go ahead and get some 4th job training in very soon. A lot of 2x events has been happening, as well as hot time events, so I hope you guys were enjoying those events. I love hot time events. Free prizes just for staying on. Of course, you don't even have to be there. You can just leave your computer on and boom! Free prize! So there's two topics I want to go ahead and talk about in this Maple Monday, and one is being the elections, and two is of course old MapleStory. Now before you guys all start freaking out and spamming the comments with your voracious hate towards the new MapleStory, let's just hold off just for a second now. For the elections, it caught me off guard on what MapleStory did. They actually posted a couple videos on elections. Now this is really interesting what they did. Now I was kind of confused on what their whole motive was on posting election videos. So apparently that they want us to get more involved in the elections, voting for either Democrat or Republican, and of course this is just for GMS. So you non-GMS users out there, do not fear, you guys don't have to worry about this. But the thing is that they're kind of bringing in politics with MapleStory. Now, how do you guys personally feel about that? Myself, I was kind of feeling a little bit blah, because I play games to get away from politics. I have to deal with politics in my everyday life already as much as a normal person would want to take. All that public bashing, public killing, kind words of discretion, dissing each other kindly in front of camera. I mean, I have to seriously watch Barack Obama and Romney in every single commercial on TV, YouTube, internet ads. They're like saying what kind of scandals are out. Obama gave birth to a baby. Romney ate an elephant. I mean, seriously guys, I play games to stay away from politics. So anyway, so MapleStory does these things to, I guess, have a purpose. So what is MapleStory's ultimate purpose, or I should say Nexon's ultimate purpose of putting politics into MapleStory? So I was coming up with some things like, okay, so there's nice new events that are possibly will happen, ways to spend NX for these events, I guess more content in general. That's always good. They're always updating the game, trying to stay up to date, so trying to keep us up to date what's happening in the real world. I guess make gamers more aware of voting for presidents. It's kind of like an interesting concept that they're doing there, but they're kind of saying, hey, you know, even in video games we can make a difference, and we're trying to say vote. Myself, I hate politics. I don't like anything with history or government or anything like that. It's really dry to me. So nothing with that. Personally, myself, I know a lot of you guys are probably like really into politics and like researching that stuff, but for me, especially when I'm playing a game, I want to say I'm playing a game because I want to stay away from that worldly stuff, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to deal with it, and I try to escape the game, and then all of a sudden in the game, they brought it in, so I'm like, bah. But what are your guys' opinions and thoughts on that? So now our second topic today is what we miss about old MapleStory. Now before you guys all start freaking out and going cahooties and wooties about old MapleStory, I want to go ahead and tell you guys a little bit on why I am doing this topic. So every single forum post or every single MapleStory video, there's at least one comment saying that, oh, Nexon, I miss old MapleStory so much, and you guys ruined the game. Yeah, it could be true. I mean, old MapleStory was pretty fun, and that's where the memories happened. But the thing is, guys, like, if we get caught up in the past too much, then we can't have fun in the present, and we're always complaining on how good it used to be. It's just like in life. I'm sorry I have to relate everything to life, but that's kind of how my videos go sometimes. For instance, elementary school. We miss nap time. We miss snack time. We always say, oh, it was so much better back then. We don't have any homework, and we're just napping and snacking all the time. And then once we're out of high school, we get into college, we're like, oh, high school was so much better because everyone was so friendly and all the kids were so cool and there was parties. And then when we get into the real job, we're like, oh, school was so much better in general because yada yada yada. Why can't we just ever be content of where we are? On that topic, I wanted to go ahead and just clear it up to you guys that yes, I do miss old MapleStory. So I want to go through some of the things that I miss, and yes, some memories, I should say. And I don't want to go ahead and complain about it and be all caught up in it, but I want to go ahead and talk about it with you guys, because it's fun to reminisce, but it's not fun to complain. So this is not a complaining video, this is a reminiscing video about the good times, and then we can make more good times. So the first thing I want to go and talk about was Hennessy Hunting Grounds 1. How many of you guys miss Hennessy Hunting Grounds 1? If you guys don't know what that is, it used to be the noob training map for levels, I believe 10 to 20. 1 to 20 actually. It depends how far you want to go in the Hennessy hunting map, but you just pretty much hit really low level monsters, and it was really popular. It had 3 floors. A lot of high levels came in, and when I say high levels, I mean level 70s. Their jobbers would come in and they would show off their new flashy skill. Thieves would come in and throw their triple throw. Archers would come in and shoot their strafe, and it would be really flashy. Ice and Lit Mage would use their and priests would holy symbol, and it was like fantastic. You would be like, oh my goodness, you actually get extra EXP, and it was something to look forward to, and something that it was actually a motivation standard. It wasn't just that they were KSing. Yes, they were KSing, but it had a good purpose to it, because lower level Maplers were like, wow, that's something I could look forward to. You know, I want that flashy skill. I want to reach that third job and come over here and show it off to all the lower levels, you know, and they'll be like, wow, he's really cool too. And friendships were made. And friendships were broke. And it was just kind of a community sense of where people could hang out and get together almost. So that was really cool about Hennessy Hunting Grounds 1. Another thing that I miss about the old MapleStory is the guilds costing money and actually some effort to create. Now one person can go in and create a guild. So there's a lot of dead guilds out there with just 1 person or 2 people or even 0 people, when back then you actually had to get 6 people with a lot of big chunk of mesos, go all the way to Orbis and create yourself a guild, and it was like a lot of time and effort was put into that, but now it's like you can just go ahead and do it by yourself. So again, guys, it's that bonding and community that was in MapleStory. And sadly enough, guys, I do miss the low damage. Now the reason why I say this is because the damage is just so ridiculously high, and the cubes are just making the damage really crazy like, and big flashy numbers. And I do love big flashy numbers. It's really awesome to see yourself hitting humongous high damage, but the thing is, like, everyone can solo everything now. All the bosses, there's videos of course, and myself personally, you know, I love cubes. You know, you can just go in and solo Zakum or solo Horntail and even Pink Bean. And again, it's that sense of taking away from the community, because yes, when you solo things, you're doing things by yourself. And when you're doing things by yourself, that sucks. So the last thing I do really miss about old MapleStory that was truly really special to me, because I just had so much great memories about it, was the Orbis boat rides, because you had to ride the boat to Orbis. Now you can just fly on the plane. Now there's teleport rocks, you can teleport with family rep points and all that kind of stuff, so you can kind of skip that boat ride almost. It's a really pointless boat ride, but that boat ride made you sit there for a very long time. And then there was these huge Krogs that would come in and kill everyone in the map, and those couple heroes that would stand strong, usually warriors, would be out there trying to defend off the newbies and kill those Krogs. And it was just really great to like look up to that person and be like, wow, I remember that spearman that protected me, you know. And you guys have to like actually form parties to kill those big monsters. If you guys haven't caught on to the rhythm and pattern about what I truly miss about MapleStory, it's the community. All my topics that I've listed, it has to do something about the community being changed and different. And I can't say it's our fault, it just kind of happened that way as MapleStory changed. Higher levels, higher damage, all that kind of stuff just made you do things by yourself, quicker to be by yourself, just stuff like that, and you don't want to really bond with anyone else. Party quests are not relevant anymore, and just the community sense is lost a little bit. Not saying that the community is completely gone, but that's just what personally I miss a little bit about old MapleStory. But new memories are always made, guys, so definitely keep making those memories, keep bonding with people, and it's always fun to see that. That's why I try to make these videos and talk with you guys. It's fun to interact with you guys because that community sense is still there. Well guys, leave in the comment section below what you guys miss about the old MapleStory and some good memories you've had, and also what do you guys think about the politics entering MapleStory. Don't forget to thumbs up this video and subscribe if you haven't. Thank you so much for watching. This has been DaBoki, and we'll be seeing you guys later. Happy Monday.